All right, everybody. Welcome to the Tuttle Huddle Live. How we all doing today? Hope we're all doing good. Nice and sunny out there today. Getting ready for a good weekend. I hope everybody's taking the time to get outside, right? Because it's not going to last forever. We will get to a point here where we won't have this kind of weather. So I hope you're taking advantage of it. And I hope you're taking advantage of this time here in the Tuttle Huddle, too, to ask questions, interact with us. You can definitely give us a message here in the chat on the comment section. Go ahead and do that if you've got any questions or anything like that. Or you can also email me as well at instructor-tuttle@usamastersacademy.com. I have that up on my screen here as well. So if you want to just send me an email, if that works out for you, then you can do that too. So it's instructor-tuttle@usamastersacademy.com. And of course, anybody's welcome to send me an email with a question at any time, right? So if you've got a question, at 2 a.m, go ahead and send me an email. Just please don't expect a response back at 2 a.m, because I'm not going to be awake to do that. But you could certainly send me the email if you'd like. So we've got a couple things, and I want to go through some events and everything like that that's going on here at the Academy. I also want to go through a couple things, and talk a little bit about practicing at home and some of the resources that we have available for students for practicing at home. And I also want to go through a little bit of getting ready for the competition, right? For the AAU Niagara Championships is coming up, and we're starting to have people register, and we have some people that have been registered actually since March. So we're really super pumped that that's coming up, and we're finally going to be able to get that going. So let's get right into it. A couple of announcements. Okay, first, we have the graduation for the Corning and Painted Post campus coming up next week, Wednesday on the 12th. Okay, there are time slots for groups between the hours of 5 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Make sure that you know what time you're going to be coming. If you do not know what time you're supposed to be there, please call the Corning and Painted Post campus. They will be happy to help you. Okay, so make sure you guys do that. Give them a call if you don't know what time you're supposed to be there. Okay, so graduation next week on Wednesday. There will be no classes at our Corning and Painted Post campus next Wednesday because of graduation. Okay, we also have next week, for all of our academies is going to be Crazy Hair Week. So, Crazy Hair Week. If you'd like to, maybe dye your hair a little bit or spike it up, get a mohawk going, however you'd like to do it, by all means, please do that. Just make sure, remember, you're going to be in uniform next week. We're back into uniform, right, next week. So maybe be a little careful with hairsprays and stuff like that. And secondly, remember, we're going to train. We're still going to do class. So you got whatever you have. Try to make it something you can still train with. You can do kicking drills with. You can still move around. It's not going to be that uncomfortable, distracting to you, right? So that'll be coming up next week is Crazy Hair Week. I'm thinking about getting into it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm actually starting to get some long hair here. I'm going to have to get a haircut here soon. So my crazy hair, maybe just to go and get a haircut. I know. It's super, super exciting. So we also have coming up the week after that, it's going to be Fun Fitness Week. Okay, so get ready for Fun Fitness Week because we're gonna do some fitness. Okay, you guys are gonna sweat. It's gonna be glorious. We also have coming up on August 15th and August 16th. We're gonna have our Olympic Precision Camp. That is by invitation only. We're gonna have a very limited number of spots. We're obviously going to be maintaining social distancing and all those kind of things. Won't be doing any contact drills or anything like that. But that is a camp that is specifically designed for students who really would like to train for competition. If you're somebody who would like to maybe someday go to nationals, right? Or, maybe you just would like to coach athletes. Maybe you're somebody who down the road, you'd like to be a coach. The Olympic Precision Camp is something that would be for you, right? So for kids, for younger students who are maybe interested in competition, or even overcoming fear of competition. If you have a young person, let's say your child, is 9, 10 years old. I'm just using an example here. You have a 9 or 10-year-old, green belt or purple belt, and they haven't really gone to a competition yet. or maybe they have, but one of our smaller ones. And you think they would really enjoy it, but for some reason they have some anxiety about doing it, or a little bit of fear. The Olympic Precision Camp would be a great thing for them, right? It will help them. I believe really the root of a lot of that anxiety and fear has to do with they don't think they're good at it, right? Now, there's a difference, right, between do they think they're good at it or are they good at it, right? Those can be two different things. So, I would encourage anybody who's really interested in having your child, or if you're, a teenager or an adult and you're interested in competition, go and talk to one of your instructors about getting a invitation to the Olympic Precision Camp. Okay, that's going to be coming up. It's going to be held at our Canandaigua campus. Okay, Olympic Precision Camp is going to be held at our Canandaigua campus. I see I'm getting emails in here. So if you are somebody sending a message here, an email for for a question, it's coming in here. Okay, so don't worry, we're on it. We do have coming up as well. So that was on the Olympic Precision Camp. If you guys got questions on Olympic Precision Camp, please go ahead, type them in the chat, send me an email here. I see I got an email question. I'll get to that in a second, okay? We also have coming up for the students that are recipients of our special appreciation package on Saturday, the 29th, August 29th, we're going to do some workshops for those students. Okay? So if you're one of our students that was, maintaining tuition during the COVID time, and was maintaining attendance on our Zoom sessions or during our Facebook replays, the Masters Insights Facebook's replays. If you're somebody who's doing that, we really appreciate you, and we want you to know that. And one of the ways we're going to show you some appreciation there is via our special appreciation workshops, which will be on the 29th. Okay, that's a Saturday, August 29th. There will be time slots for each class. You'll get an invitation, right, from an Academy staff member that will have your time slot on it, or they'll give you a call or send you a text message, email. They'll probably do a lot of those things. They might do multiple of those things, right? Please don't, I'm going to take a side note for a second. Please don't feel, offended if you have a staff member call you and also text you and also email you reminding you about, let's say, your graduation time or things like that. It's not because we don't think you don't know or that you're not going to remember. It's so that we can be sure. We want to make sure that you guys get to these events, and we don't have anybody who misses out. I mean, honestly, right? We want people to be at these events, obviously, right? So we want to make sure that you guys get there. All right. We also have coming up on Sunday, August 30th at our Canandaigua campus, okay, because we got the room outside in Canandaigua. We are going to have our annual family summer games and picnic, okay? We're also going to do our Tiger and Champion Awards on that day. We're going to have a fun time. It's going to be outside, and we'll maintain some social distancing. So if we're maintaining social distancing, we won't have to have any masks on and things like that. So it'll be good. So if you guys want to join us for that, that'll be on August 30th. We really encourage, especially the Tigers and Champions and your parents, come for that. But it's open to all the Academy Academy students, including Progressive Combat, Tai Chi, a Warrior class. Please come on down. Okay, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be at our Canandaigua campus because we're going to have some tents outside. It's going to be good. We're going to cook out a little bit. It's going to be fun. So look for more information coming out on that soon. That's coming up on August 30th. August 30th. Also coming up September 4th through September 7th. We're going to be closed for Labor Day, for the Labor Day holiday. Okay, that's going to be September 4th through September 7th. We'll be closed for the Labor Day holiday. Then we also have coming up on Saturday, September 19th, we're going to have our final test for Canandaigua and Victor students, okay, in preparation for the 5th graduation extravaganza, which will be for Canandaigua, mostly Canandaigua and Victor students. which will be on September 26th, Saturday, September 26th. Okay. So that will be coming up here soon. We're getting right in here to the fall. School's going to be starting hopefully here soon. So we're getting right into it. And we are going to have a new calendar of events going to be coming out here probably next week. That's going to have events all the way through the end of the year, including some seminars, some exciting stuff that we're going to have going on here at the Academy, some new events and things like that. It's going to be fun. So we're going to have a bunch of awesome stuff getting announced probably or being put out on our new calendar events here coming up shortly. Again, probably later next week, we'll be out with that. We're just going to double check a couple things, got to look at some of the dates and things like that. Okay. All right. That's it. All I have right now on some of those things, the upcoming events. And if you got any questions on those upcoming events, please don't hesitate. You can throw me an email and things like that. Somebody sent me an email and asked about hoodies, and they are in. They are definitely in. In fact, if you'd like to get your hoodie, if you pre-ordered a hoodie, make sure you contact your training center. They will have them in. If they don't have them in today, they're going to have them in early next week. So you guys will be able to do it. But we got new hoodies in. They're really cool, right? They got awesome logo on them. Really cool, right? Logo on the front, right? Really cool little hoodie there. I'm trying to get it all on the screen. It's hard to get it all. There you go, right? So it's a really cool thing. And it's what's really great too is we have a local supplier who's actually making those for us. So we are supporting a local business as part of that as well. It's a local place in Canandaigua that makes these for us. We like to support local where and when we can. So, your purchase not just helps the Academy and, helps you get a cool, get a cool Academy logo hoodie, but also helps a local business. So if you'd like to partake on that, if you have not pre-ordered yours already, we do have a limited quantity that we ordered ahead that you could probably get one, but you're going to have to get one soon. Okay. And we're going to have to, we're going to have to probably stop taking any orders for those sometime late next week, early the week after. Right. So I think I put down August 15th originally. We were going to have to stop taking orders for that. So if you'd like to partake, if you'd like to get in on that, please do. And contact your training center. Okay. Contact your training center. Or you can text our mainline number, 585-394-7240. Talk with them. They'll text you back. It'll probably either be Miss Lauren or Miss Wilson. They'll text you back, and we can get you on the list. You can also go on to our Academy Facebook page. There is a post on there that has a link. Right, it has a link in there where you can go in and actually purchase online. Right, and if you do, you purchase online, and you're somebody, for instance, who maybe you have some underlying health conditions and you're concerned about coming into the Academy to pick up your hoodie, please let us know. We'll happily bring it out to the car to you. Just let us know. Contact your training center, go in online, purchase it. You could select your color. They actually come. This is the blue one. All right. I know it looks on the screen here, but it's actually blue. It's like a dark navy blue. It's really cool. I like the color. We also have black, we have red, and we have green. So you can choose your color, you can choose your size, go in there and hit purchase and do it all online and purchase the whole thing online. Okay. At the same price. There's no difference in price or anything like that. You can go on there and purchase one of those. And if you're somebody, again, who feels like you can't come into the Academy or you're concerned about doing that, but you'd like to maybe stop by the Academy and we can bring it out to you, we're happy to do that. Just contact your training center in Corning, Canandaigua, or Victor, and we'll happily be able to help you with that. Just so we'll set you up a day and a time to come, and we'll make that happen for you. Okay. And order some for, this is a good gift too. If you've got a really supportive family member, I think of, in my case, when I started with the Academy when I was 10 years old, I had my grandfather was really supportive and helped out my mom and making it so that I could train. And this is something I think I'd love to get him, right? Get him one of these, right? So he has one, right? So if you got a really supportive family member that's been helping you out and doing training and all that kind of stuff, this is a great gift for them. Okay. All right. So that's it on hoodies. I wanted to also get in today a little talk about training at home and some of the resources that we have. Okay. Now, if you're a Tiger student, if you're a parent of a Tiger student watching this right now, there are some great videos, on our Masters Insights Facebook group page that show the students' forms at each belt level. So you just have to scroll through, or you can go to the videos tab, right? So, there's like the about and photos. And then if you scroll over, there's a tab on there for videos. You go onto that tab and it just lists down all the videos that are posted on that page. And you can find by belt color the form that is for that student. So if you have a Tiger orange belt, you just scroll down, find Tiger orange belt form, and there's a video of me doing it in there. Okay. And you can help your student by following along with the video. You can pause it, show them the way that I'm holding my feet and my hand, and then help them to mimic as best as possible. And that's a good way to do some sort of repetition, right, for them at home. How often should you do that? I would say if you can do it every day, but in a small chunk, do no more than 5 minutes, maybe have them do it 5 times. The form is 4 moves long. If it's Tiger Orange Belt, for instance, it's 4 moves long. It will take them 10 seconds to actually perform. If you have them do it about 5 times in a row, focused and concentrated, no TV on, no nothing else on, just focused and concentrated every day, that will be exceptional. That would be great. It will give them the repetition. And then when they come to class, the instructors can fine tune things. We can go through and look at the way they're holding their thumb. Is it like this? Or is it like this? And this would be the proper way, by the way, right? They have their thumb touching their middle finger, right? These are the kind of things that the instructors can help them with, right? To help refine their technique, to help them so that eventually they get to champion class. They're going to have some of these refinements already. And most of our students that are extremely successful in our champion program come from Tigers. And that's of no surprise, right? Because they're able to refine things like that. Right. So that's why Grandmaster Quake actually designed those Tiger forms, Tiger Orange Belt, Tiger Yellow Belt. All of them are designed to refine those skills for when they get to the champion program. Right. So that would be for Tigers. For Tigers, have them do their form. Right. Then doing some kicks, doing some things like that would be great. You don't have to do a whole lot of that. Again, a small, focused, concentrated amount of time. Then going into the champion age group, right? In champion level, if your student is struggling to remember their form or things like that, we have on, again, that Masters Insights Facebook group page, we have a video that's actually pinned to the top. It's the top post that has all of the forms. Now, unlike in the Tiger program where the forms are named after the belt level of the student, or the individual belt levels, in our champion and warrior classes, the forms that are done are standard forms from the World Taekwondo, right? From World Taekwondo and from Kukiwon, right? Which is the World Taekwondo headquarters. They are called Teget forms, Teget, right? These Teget forms are standardized the world over, and they're performed in a certain way. And we have a video that's on there that shows all 8 of those forms. And there's 8 of them, right? Starting at orange belt. Orange belt is Teget 1. Yellow belt is Teget 2. Green belt is Teget 3, and so on, right? They may be labeled in there by their Korean terminology and numbering, right? Teget Iljang would be the first one, right? Il. Then E would be second. Sam would be third. Okay. So they may have the Korean naming on it, right? But whatever level they're at, right? Green belt has their associated form. If you're unsure of which one it is, please talk to any academy staff member or instructor. We can help you. We will tell you which one. Then when you're using that video, you can fast forward or just use the slider bar to bring yourself to the proper point. And one of the good things about that video is that video actually has multiple camera views, right? It shows a side view, a front view, and things like that, so that the student, right, can watch it. And in that case, what I'd encourage is the actual student watch, if they don't know any of the form, watch only the first half at the most, maybe even just the first 4 to 6 moves. Just watch that. Don't watch the rest. Hit the stop button, hit the pause button. Don't watch the rest. Just watch the first 4 to 6 moves and try to practice and mimic as best as possible those movements. And then again, as I said with the Tigers class, the instructors can help to refine it. And once you know the first 4 to 6 moves, we can move on to the next 4 to 6 moves and the next 4 to 6 moves until you complete the form, right? But try to chunk it. It would be unadvisable for most students to try to learn the form completely all at once. So don't get concerned, for instance, if you have a student that, maybe just got to their purple belt, right? And purple belt would be Teget 4 in champion and warrior classes, Teget 4, Teget Sarjan. If they know after about 6 lessons, if they know only about half of their form or 3/4, that's not actually that bad of a thing. That's not an issue, right? Now, obviously, if they have 40 lessons and they still don't know the whole form, that's a thing that I think you should discuss with the instructor or one of the academy staff members, and maybe we'll work on how we can help you with that. But if it's taking them a little while, it's taking them several lessons to learn the whole thing, that's okay, right? I think one of the things that I'd like parents especially to maybe understand is that the entire process of learning a form is exactly that. It is a process, and it's usually a multi-class, multi-day process, okay? And if you're coming to class twice a week, that means there could be several weeks that it could take for the student to end up learning the entirety of the form. That's not uncommon, and that's not a bad thing. In fact, we would want it that way. That way they learn it properly. They don't practice wrong movements. Because once you start doing a lot of reps of the wrong thing, it's going to be very difficult to change it down the road, right? It's going to take a lot of work to change it down the road, right? So please make sure that if you would like to practice all those things at home, please do. We encourage it, but doing it properly, I think, is helpful. Okay. Then what else can a champion or a warrior student practice is some of their step sparring, some of their some of their combinations, these types of things. And again, if you don't know at their belt level what they might need, ask one of the academy staff members. We can help you with that. We can tell you at each belt level, what would be best for them to work on. Remember, what we may tell you may be different from another student, right? For instance, a younger champion, a champion who's 8, right, just turned 8, let's say, right? You have a young champion, they're a yellow belt, they just turned 8. We may not have them do more advanced combinations or even having them do, some of the other curriculum elements. We may have them focus on just doing the first part of their form, and that is it, right? So that they can learn, so they can really feel comfortable doing it before we move on to the next thing, right? Martial arts, especially at our academy, right? There is a curriculum, there is a set amount of knowledge that the students need to know to move on to the next belt level, but there is a room in it, right, designed by Grandmaster Quick for a little bit of customization depending on the student, right, so that we can help that individual student to learn best, right, and not cookie cutter it to everybody must do the same exact thing at the same exact schedule. That's not martial arts, actually. I mean, because martial arts is an individual art, right? That's what makes it an art. Is it's a little bit individual in the way that you learn it, right? You may be learning the same skills, but the way in which you learn it might be a little bit more individual. Okay, all right. Then, for Tai Chi and for progressive combat students, I've been asked several times about videos and things like that. We do have some video references for those classes. For progressive combat, there's a great video on our Masters Insights page on basics that's done by Grandmaster Quick. It shows some basic techniques, including defensive guard, some of the kicking skills and things like that, and the footwork of defensive guard. I encourage you, especially if you're a newer progressive combat student, to watch that video and learn some of those things. Then also for Tai Chi students, there is some video references on there as well. I encourage you guys to use those. But as I was saying before here, don't think that you have to learn the whole thing all at once. Don't just watch the whole video. If you're a Tai Chi student and you're watching the entire 24 postures, even just the first set of 24 postures, and thinking you have to learn the entire thing all at once, please don't think that. Okay? All right. That's all I got on practice and all those kind of things. I do have one more thing I'd like to go through. Again, as part of our special appreciation package, and in the the mat times when we were doing our Zoom live sessions with Grandmaster Quick, we talked about that we were going to, have some ways to show some appreciation to those students who were keeping up with the tuition during the time where we were doing Zoom lessons, and there was a lot of unknown on what was going to happen. And we really do appreciate that. And show that appreciation starting later next week. Many of you who were part of all of that and stayed in our Zoom sessions and we're keeping up with tuition and we're engaging with the Academy. We actually did a virtual championships, and everybody who kind of engaged with us and then really kept along with their training during that time. We are going to have a special gift for you. And actually there'll be some choices for you. Some of them, the choices are going to range in a little bit of off of tuition for you, to also a pro shop package. So there's going to be some choices for you, and you're going to receive that from an Academy staff member starting later next week. Okay, so look for that. And if you have any questions on that, and if you're unsure about something or what something means, please don't hesitate to contact us. Okay? All right. I only had that one question in my email, and I don't have any in the chat here. So I think I'm going to wrap it up a little bit. I'm going to wrap it up with, again, we thank you for being part of the USA Masters Academy family. We hope that everybody's doing well, being safe, being healthy. If you need anything, don't hesitate to contact us. If you are interested in doing the competition, make sure that you register here soon. We do have paper registration available for you guys as well. And if you have any questions about your registration for the competition, email Master Childs at masterchilds@usamastersacademy.com. You can also email me. You can email any of our Academy staff members, ask them for their email. They'll help you, or give us a call, and we will help you in any way we can. All right, ladies and gents, if that is it, I am really, really, really thankful for you guys to join me here today, or if you're watching this video on a replay, thank you for watching. It went almost, wow, I'm going now almost 30 minutes here today. So thank you for sticking with me on this video today. And thank you for sticking with us at USA Masters Academy. And have a great weekend and enjoy the sunshine. Thank you, ladies and gents.